Hi, I'm Rich with insideHPC. We're here in Lugano, Switzerland. I'm here with Torsten Hoefler. Now, Torsten, you're in charge of a new initiative at the SC conference, SC13, coming to Denver this year. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, so the new initiative is that I'm co-chairing with actually Bob Lucas from USI. So it's Emerging Technologies.
Yeah.
We are very interested to have a new kind of program at the show floor, which is really we are having a reasonably sized booth for all kinds of nice projects that are coming to SC and that may be of interest for the community. So the target group here is really larger projects. So we are interested in multi-million-dollar projects at a national scale that are coming to SC and that really nice stuff. For example, the whatever blade in the oil bath or something like this, or the newest technology, or basically something like GPUs would have been 10 or 15 years ago. So emerging technologies with a great potential to have a great impact on the whole HPC community.
So what would be the time frame? Are we talking about something that might be 7 years away, but we can still do some kind of demonstration? Is that the target?
Well, we're interested in multi-scale projects, actually. So we certainly like to hear about things that are 7 years away. It would be really nice, actually, to have some kind of early prototypes of this. So this will be a display. I mean, you have to imagine. So you have to have. I mean, the best way to have a good show is actually to have a big tank with oil at the first thing, or to have a nice display of the next generation CPU, or like prototype of mic would have been a couple of years ago. And then we also offer opportunities for different presentation opportunities. So there may actually be a small theater-like setting. There may also be posters for presenting more details about the work, but it should really be centered on something visual and great that you can share with the community. So
you're looking for submissions. So where will these be aggregated? On the show floor in a central booth or something? Or
yes,
what?
Yes. So there will be a well-sized booth, pretty central in the show floor as far as I understand right now. And so the idea is to have some kind of a community emerging technologies village going on. So multiple presenters will share this booth, so you may have corners and things like that. And we will design this based on the submissions.
Okay, interesting.
It's an open space, so we hope to have no walls and people just walk through and interact. And we also hope that the submitters, they will man the booth for part-time. We will also have a couple of student volunteers that you can then can take the role of manning the booth for a subset of the time, but typically we hope that people will actually be there and talk about their things, or at least be there for certain times that we can announce and things like that.
Is there any session element to this where they would, or is it just an exhibit?
So that is actually open for definition, so we don't know. Based on the submissions we get, I mean, the idea is that we have an international committee, so we pretty much have 1 or 2 people from every continent in this committee trying to solicit the strongest and best proposals, and then make the selection based on that, and then see what we can come up with based on the submission, because it's a very new program, so we have a lot of opportunities. We're actually hoping to have some kind of schedule to have very short talks explaining things that are exhibited at the project.
Yeah.
So that may be it's a slightly different setting than Disruptive Technologies was before, so more interactive and more open.
Yeah, and something that's like centrally located on the show floor, sounds like, where people can find it, and it sounds like something I would definitely, out of all those 300 booths, that'd be the one I'd make sure that I got to see. So I'm looking forward to this. Yeah.